This video will contain spoilers. Consider yourself warned. Silo Season 2, Episode 9 delivers a deeply emotional and long-awaited revelation about Solo's identity and the motivations behind his secretive nature. From the start of the season, Solo's guarded demeanor and cryptic responses to Juliette's questions hinted at a hidden story. His reluctance to share his past only deepened the mystery surrounding him, especially as Juliette began noticing inconsistencies in his accounts. The tension built as Solo dodged questions about the corpses outside his vault and grew defensive when accused of dishonesty, leaving viewers eager for answers. The pivotal moment arrives when Juliette uncovers Solo's real name, Jimmy Conroy, through a combination of intuition and persistence. This discovery begins with a seemingly innocuous memory Solo shares during a visit to a classroom in Silo 17. While searching for materials, Solo reminisces about a girl he once sat next to in a Level B classroom. Juliette connects the dots, realizing that Solo must have been just a child during the rebellion. However, Solo quickly deflects, unwilling to let her dig deeper. It's only later, when Juliette stumbles upon a name tag marked Jimmy Conroy, that the pieces fall into place. This revelation reframes Solo's story, exposing him as a young survivor shaped by the traumatic events of the rebellion. The truth about Solo's lineage adds another layer of complexity to his character. His father, Russell Conroy, emerges as a tragic yet pivotal figure in Solo's life. Russell's decision to designate his son as the Vault's shadow and bind him with an oath was both a protective measure and a psychological strategy. By convincing Solo that he held an essential role in safeguarding the Vault, Russell ensured his son's survival amid the chaos of the rebellion. Even when the rebellion's violence claimed Russell's life, Solo clung to his father's directive, locking himself away and adhering to his role with a level of devotion that bordered on self-imposed imprisonment. The weight of this responsibility shaped Solo's worldview and actions. For decades, he believed that guarding the Vault was his sole purpose, even when it meant resorting to violence to fend off survivors desperate for food. This sense of duty was not just about preserving the Vault's contents, but also about honoring his father's memory. Russell's plan succeeded in keeping Solo alive, but it also left him isolated and burdened by guilt and fear. Juliette's role in unraveling Solo's past is significant, as her empathy and determination ultimately lead him to confront the truth about his father's intentions. Her gentle approach allows Solo to open up, revealing the emotional core of his story. Through their conversations, Solo begins to understand that Russell's primary goal was not the Vault's protection but his son's survival. This realization transforms Solo's perspective, allowing him to let go of the burden he has carried for so long. The moment Solo decides to grant the children of Silo 17 access to the Vault is a powerful culmination of his emotional journey. It symbolizes his acceptance of the rebellion's end and his recognition that his father's legacy was not one of isolation but of love and protection. This act of opening the Vault not only provides the children with resources but also represents Solo's liberation from the constraints of his past. What are your thoughts on Solo's journey and the emotional revelations in this episode? Do you think his father's actions were justified? Or could there have been another way to protect Solo? Let us know in the comments below. We'd love to hear your take on this deeply layered story.